I had a really good session yesterday. It's great to see the progression in your irons you've been made from the first lesson. So it just shows that with a bit of practice and some hard work, you can really sort of change your swing for the better and see some really, really good progress. And I think with the game going in that direction, there's no reason why we'll be getting down to single figures anytime soon. But look at the driver today. As we said, the takeaway for me, the club was getting a little bit kind of overly rotated and that left arm kind of going up and a bit high. So you've got to kind of halfway back here now. That left arm for me, or the hands especially, quite high, almost level with sort of your chest there. The face we can see now is rotated quite a lot up to the sky now. So you've rolled that left forearm, the back of your left hand pointing up as well. Quite a lot of opening up of that club face. And the arms lifting. So when you got to the top of the backswing, you were forced to kind of come a bit over the top left arm. You can see quite high, and obviously the club now overswinging quite a lot. Generally a sign you've used a bit too much wrist and getting a bit sort of loose and losing control. So what we're looking for, as we do that work on the explainer where the club kind of works around your body, is the club to kind of work back a bit more square to target. So if we look at this position here now, halfway back, your hands are certainly a lot lower than they were. We go back to this position here now, than they are there. So those lower hands, okay, that club face now is less open. See the two positions of the club face there now. So on the right hand side, that club a lot more square to target. And when the club was square, what we want to see initially now is, because your path will always kind of instinctively at the moment be to the left. Obviously if a golf club is coming back aiming in this direction and your target line is somewhere kind of down here, you're going to swing on that green line just to compensate for the face pointing on the red line. But once we start getting that club face square, as we saw 2 or 3 shots towards the end of the lesson, when the club was square, your path remained the same. You hit some low shots out to the left, which is at the moment what I want to see. Once the ball starts going low to the left, you'll be able to make the adjustment with your path and start swinging the club more in this direction as opposed to that direction. But if you look at the top of the back, so now your left arm in a much better position compared to that one there, much more structure and stability to that backswing. Now as you come down, because of that instinct to want to hit the ball non-right, i.e. not doing this, you'll still have a little bit kind of over the top movement here now as the club starts coming back, gets a bit outside the hands, club face at this position as we can see, trying to start the ball in that direction. And we sort of hit that ball a little bit low to the left there. But if we can work on that takeaway, hands are going to stay nicely into the body. We're not lifting the arms up to try and get that club to get to the top of the back, so we sort of keep the hands nicely in. Club stays outside the hands and therefore stays square more, and that will help return that golf club back to the golf ball with much more sort of directional success, shall we say, rather than the face being wide open. And obviously the club face being wide open, we're adding loft to the golf club. So visualise the back of your left hand. Something we said in the session was that back of that left hand sort of hitting into like a crash mat or the back of a wall kind of thing. That flat left wrist there coming in is going to give you some power rather than your left wrist kind of fanning and rotating this way. So if your left wrist at this position sort of goes back, the lifting up and rotating that golf club is just going to cause you some issues there in terms of controlling the face of that golf club. So hope that makes sense. Any questions, like I say, give me a shout. If you're down the drive range, you want to send some videos through, feel free to do so. I'm more than happy to look at your swing there and see how it's progressing with the driver, so we can carry on this success now with your game, get that driver going a lot straighter and a lot further. So catch you again soon.